Hey, how's it going, guys? Zero here. Realize it has not been, well, it has been a long time since I posted last on YouTube. Um, but I thought I'd just compile a video together and discuss this game here, Ironsight, um, in some better light. And I don't know the last time, or even if I ever covered this game on my channel before. I know I've played it a lot more on my streams, and I really haven't made it public on my YouTube channel other than, well, my highlights video, my Twitch highlights video, um, where I was sniping, and that doesn't capture this game. Um, if I was to put this game where it belongs, and just to do it the justice that it needs and what needs to be said, this game is 100% a free to play Call of Duty with a little bit better of a twist in that it is free to play. Um, if you're sick of spending $60 on Call of Duty and thinking, oh, maybe this isn't going to be the year of a disappointment, and then you come to find out 2 months after buying this $60 game that is known as Call of Duty and it's still a disappointment, here you go. This is your game. If you're on PC, and you like Call of Duty, you're having fun, but you're just not enjoying the game, as in, maybe Black Ops 4 was a disappointment to you. Black Ops 3, um, Infinite Warfare, all of the newer games, World War II, for example, um, the Modern Warfare remaster that's sort of drifted into being huge disappointment rather quickly. This here, the only thing that you could be disappointed about is a few things that I will go over quickly, because sure, this game is fantastic and it definitely fills the void if you're sick of spending $60 on a possible disappointment. But before I, get into all the fun stuff, i.e. um, the loadouts and all of the stuff that are going on your screen right now that you're probably staring at and wondering what the actual fuck is going on. I'll get to it. Um, but briefly, um, no, this game is definitely not perfect. It's not completely polished, and it definitely has a few kinks that it needs to work out. Sure, every game has that. But I'll go over some of the things that you're definitely gonna run into in this game, just so that if you start playing this game, you're not gonna go in with a blind eye. You're not gonna know what happened, but I'll explain, some of the issues that definitely are very prevalent in the game, and definitely a lot of the pros as well. And that'll come, later on in the video, closer to the end, and I'll just go over everything, um, and sort of just give you a better rundown of what you got here on screen. Um, so first, let's go over the main menu. Um, we'll go over with what you have right in front of you right now. And actually, let me move my webcam because it's blocking something. All right, there we go. All right, so um, over here is your daily contracts. Get them done, you get credit rewards, and these are your main currency right here. This is the main currency that you'll be earning in game. GP or gold, either way, there's no wrong way of saying it. But you can do the daily contracts to earn yourself some more GP. Um, You can also, just play games, and that'll earn you GP. Um, and there's a few other ways as well, like the operation mode, which think of it as like a battle pass. Um, and I don't mind this in this game. I really don't have any issues with this being in this game because, well, it's free to play, and the devs need to pay their employees somehow. The one thing that I, kind of have an issue with here with how this is set up is, some of the guns in here are extremely sought after. Um, I mean, you got an overlap K2C, you got an overlap DSR1, but they're only available to you when you unlock them for a short period of time. And I honestly, I don't know how I feel about that. Um, I feel like if you work towards something and you put the money down on something, then you should be able to unlock it and keep it. Um, but all in all, don't really have a problem with it. From what I know is that all of these weapon skins can be unlocked in game for free. You just have to grind for them. That's from what I'm collecting. That's what I know. Um, and that's sort of that. But these are in 30 tiers. As you can see, I completed all of them, um, and they're available for quite a long time. From what I noticed, I think these are out for a month or more, something like that. But it's just a great way to, like all these gold prizes, chips. I'll be going over them real quick. There's crates, and no, you don't need any keys to open them. Once you get them, you can open them on your own accord and go from there. And some of the prizes you can get out of them are pretty sweet. Weapon skins, more gold, more chips, which again I'll be going over in a second. Um, and just a bunch of stuff that are going to be useful to you unlocking maybe some of the premium items in the game. Maybe it's cosmetic. Everything you unlock in this game is going to be either a normal weapon or anything you can pay for is mostly going to be cosmetic. Um, and all of the guns, no matter if it's a base weapon or a weapon that's further down the line, which you could buy at any time. There is no level cap on any of the guns, um, which I'll just go over that real quick now that I'm already here. Um, and then you can get into them, and there for example, 20,000. All of the buyable skins are 40k, and then some of the premiums will get a little bit higher. And some of them have conditions like the gold, where you have to, um, you know, kill a certain amount of people, or whatever it may be to get that gold version. And then these are the premiums, and this is under you know a very special one here. You have to get all three of these, and then this becomes unlockable. That's basically how that works there. And these purples have pretty sleek little reload animations, as you can see there. Um, so that's pretty much the rundown of the how you unlock weapons. Attachments are unlocked based off of the weapon level up system. And then once you unlock the attachments, yes, you will have to buy them. I know, pain in the ass. Um, just kidding. You don't have to buy them. They just become unlocked. And that's sort of how that goes. It's the versions after that you would have to buy. Um, like the skinned attachments. Those would have to be purchased. The rest of these, though, they just become unlocked. The normal version just becomes unlocked when you level it up high enough. Um, which is pretty normal. It's been prevalent in Call of Duty for quite a long time now. So people really shouldn't be, stunned or shocked from people that have gone from Call of Duty and maybe are trying this game out. You're kind of used to that stuff. Um, there's also two types of bullets that you can equip. Personally, I run armor piercing on all of my guns. Um, whereas whereas the soft point, what the soft points will do is cause more flinching in your opponents, where the armor piercing is going to do more pass through. So, say there's a lineup of enemies in front of you, and you got soft points, you're only going to be doing damage to the front target. If you had armor piercing, collateral. You're doing more maximized damage, and it makes more sense to run the armor piercing than soft point. If you're finding yourself in a lot of 1v1 gunfights, then yeah, sure, soft point bullets are gonna do the trick. They're gonna be fantastic. But in a game mode that I'm gonna be discussing in a second, armor piercing bullets are the way to go, and they're the bullets that you should 100% use. So that's the ammo types out of the way. Secondaries, again, I kind of have all of them. Um, you got a Python, TAC Ops, sort of like a modern 1911, which is pretty slick looking. And yes, this gun is set in a futuristic era. Um, However, there's no, jumpsuits. There's no exosuits. It's all boots on the ground. Very, straightforward, and it's fast paced. So for those of you who come to Call of Duty for the fast paced action, but like boots on the ground, this is 100% the game for you. Um, Also, coming back to the secondaries, so you got Python, pretty straightforward. Revolver, TAC Ops again, Desert Eagle, everybody knows. I don't need to discuss any further. Jackhammer. If you remember any of like some of the former CODs or some of the other shooters, you'll know what this is. In the real world, there were only 3 of these built, and they were flops, essentially. However, in a video game terms, we have them. You know, in this game, it's kind of a flawed weapon. It's really not that good. Um, and I definitely think that if you're somebody who prides themselves on having a shotgun as a secondary, this definitely won't be the choice for you. I think it needs to be buffed and it needs some help. But again, that's not the discussion for today. We're just talking about, what's available to you when you come into the game. And I believe for secondaries, all of these cost 10,000. Yeah, because the skin price is going to be increased by double. So yeah, it does in fact cost 10,000 for every secondary. The card, everybody should know this thing. Everybody should know this thing from what Black Ops was it? I don't exactly remember. I think it was 2. But yeah, there's that. There's the card. A crossbow, which if you enjoy having fun with crossbows, it's available to you. And yes, it has a scope. But there's bullet drop on the crossbow, so you just have to compromise. Well, adjust. That's the word I'm looking for. Another pistol down here. This thing, has a higher rate of fire, so you could spam the trigger a lot more. This EMP launcher is really only useful against a lot of the kill streaks, or there's another game mode again that I'll discuss where the armor piercing bullets and the EMPs are going to be necessary. So there's an EMP launcher, really doesn't do any damage to players, so don't rely on it to help you out. There's a grenade launcher. It is not a one-shot kill unless somebody is low health, but it's there. I personally don't use it because I think it's a cheap way of playing. I don't like the fact that somebody can sling this thing around the corner and reliably hit somebody without exposing themselves. That's kind of why I don't run the M320. I just like getting into straight up gunfights, and may the better player win. May the more accurate player win. May the, you understand. And then there's a EMP grenade launcher, which again, don't rely on this to do any player damage. It's not what it's here for. I'll go over the game mode where it will shine and definitely will give you an advantage. For both of the EMP, the launcher and the grenade launcher, I'll explain which ones is. I'll explain where these things are going to be very um, helpful for you to use and a good asset to your team. So those are all the secondaries. Um, Again, obviously, some are going to do more damage than the other. Desert Eagle and the Python, obviously, Desert Eagle, most devastating pistol that's here. And as far as the shotties go, gotta run the spas. Gotta. Um, we'll move towards melees. I guess we're going down the list. Um, there's only a few. I run a tactical axe, just 'cause I think it's hilarious. This is only a melee weapon. It's not throwable. Um, there's a karambit knife. All have skins. Tactical axe has one skin. There's a bowie knife also. One skin for that. But the karambit, everybody knows about the karambit. If you ever play CS:GO, everybody knows a karambit. But we get a whole bunch of skins for that in this game. Obviously, some of these are pretty fucking sick. I mean, for example, look at that. That's, some of these are pretty sweet. Um, nah, that's not half bad either. Oh, wow. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, that's sort of that. Just going over a very brief rundown of this stuff. I missed a slot here. This is for a weapon charm. Um, some of my guns do have uh this too, its disposal, obviously. However, what am I doing? There we go. However, a charm on a gun, I believe, costs 30 chips. Yeah. So to unlock the slot, it's 30 chips for each gun that you have. Um, which again is annoying, but again, this company needs to make money because this is a free-to-play game, and they gotta pay their employees somehow. You know what I mean? So moving on to lethals. You got your typical frag grenade. It's available to you from the start. Excuse me. And you don't have to, keep buying it over and over and over and over again. It's there for you to use. It's at your disposal. Stick your grenades. I believe this is under rental. I believe this is rental. Yeah, see, these are all of these down here. These are all gonna be for a paid period of time, either 1 day or 7 days. And it's the same thing with the bullet types, 1 day or 7 days. And yes, you can keep buying, and stack it up. That's what I've done with the armor-piercing bullets. I have like 22 days left, but that's your lethals. Tacticals, same deal. Again, anything down here is going to be like a rental period, essentially. And yes, you can rent primaries and secondary guns as well, but personally, I just buy the permanent version because you have to worry about it. There's a flash. Shock nades. Hilariously, the flash grenade in this game does 10 damage. So if there's somebody on low health, like 10 health, you will kill them with a flash grenade. I've done it, and I've been on the receiving end. And for both cases, it is absolutely hilarious. It is a good laugh. Smoke grenade, again, straightforward. EMP nades, these 100%, 100% are gonna be useful again with all the other EMP stuff in a certain game mode that I'll go over in a second. Decoy, it's exactly how it sounds. You guys remember Black Ops 1 having the decoys? Works the same way here. Tear gas, this does do damage. Um, this does do damage, and it's a good, like, secondary lethal nade, but don't rely on it to kill people. But again, somebody's on low health, just like the flash grenade, definitely does the trick. So this down here is your character selection. Um, Again, these, there's really nothing to them. They're there for you to unlock. They don't give you any advantages. They're all cosmetic. Some of them are under a special unlock requirement, like Spectre here and Sarah Browning. You can unlock regular Sarah Browning, but the cool version of her is under a special unlock. Um, but again, these don't really do anything. They're just there for cosmetic purposes. Um, and it's just sort of a way to, show other players that, hey, look what I got. That kind of stuff. Like a bragging rights type of thing. Um, all over here is your different, items for Neil. All the other characters don't really have a cap or all these other changes you can make to them. For example, for Mad Dog, I can't change his hat. I can't change any of this other stuff. He's sort of as is. But for Neil, I can replace anything that I really want to. Um, say I don't really want his backpack, just take it off, and there you go. You know, say you don't want a vest, yeah, you can take it off. But I like that. This though, you kind of have to run one of these. You don't really have a choice. So, um, to any of the ladies or some of the dudes, I think it would be pretty sweet to run around bare chested. No, you can't do that. Sorry. But moving on swiftly. That's all that. Now let's go on to skills, or for the Call of Duty players, your perks. Starting off in the first slot, quick reload. Pretty straightforward. Think a sleight of hand. There you go. Quick aim. Um, Basically, you're going to be aiming a little bit faster, 50% for that fact. So say you're vaulting over something. Actually, I'm pretty sure. No, yeah, this is the one for vaulting as well. Say you vault over something. This is gonna allow you to raise your gun up a little bit faster, and get your slight edge over the opponent. Balance. This is a really good skill to have on your snipers. You're gonna reduce your recoil by about 50%, while ADS, and the time that you can hold your breath when you're scoped in with your sniper is going to be increased just that little bit more, and that is why this one is definitely geared towards your sniper. Um, Honestly, I still don't think I run this on my sniper class. I think I run quicker load. Um, but definitely is a fantastic skill to be running on your sniper class. This, again, straightforward. You're going to be switching between your primary to secondary, in secondary to primary, just that little bit faster. And this, you're basically just going to be throwing all of your lethals and non-lethals just a little bit quicker. You're learning how to Tom Brady or whoever quarterback you think is cooler. You're grenades downrange just that little bit faster. So that's for your first skill slot. Your second skill slot, double time increases movement speed while aiming, which I run on all of my classes. It's fantastic to use when you're strafing and you're in a gunfight with your opponent. This is going to allow you to ADS and just move a little bit faster, whereas the other player is just going to be staring at you wondering how the hell you're still moving so fast when ADS'd. Um, Marathon, straightforward. Call of Duty players, I don't have to go over this. You kind of have an idea. You can run further. Um, Gear pouch just gives you an extra lethal and a extra flash grenade or whatever else you're using. Um, and then feather steps. This will only remove your footstep sound while you are walking. While you are sprinting, players can still hear you, but while you're walking, you don't hear anything. Useful to have while in search and destroy. As other players really won't know that you're, coming up to surprise them, essentially. What else can I go over here? Oh, emotes. Again, straightforward. Yes, there's emotes. It's a thing. I have these. I have fun with them. This is probably my personal favorite. Some of these emotes are out there. They're just out there. For example, you kind of get the point here. This company is here having fun with their game. Um, I mean, for example, um, this company is just having fun. This is why this game is just fantastic. And the hotkeys for this for those are I think they're F6, F7, and F8, or they're F5, F6, F7 for the emotes. Either way, I don't really remember, but you can definitely change the hotkeys to whatever you want. But that's what I have. I still have the base emotes. What if it shows you? No, but whatever. So that's all this stuff out of the way. And let's get to this then. As you can see, repair. Your primary weapon and your secondary weapon, the more you use them, the more they become damaged. And over time, that repair cost is going to stack up. So there is a weapon repair system in this game. But it's only costing you a few hundred credits. I think the highest repair cost that I had on a weapon was actually yesterday when my repair on my MP7 got up to about 890. But one of my friends had about a 950 credit repair cost. So definitely something to consider when using your guns more than others. Just an idea there. So there you go. See, just pay, and it's been repaired. Here is your kill streaks. They're more like point streaks. There's a tactical drone, and there's also an offensive drone. The offensive drone has a crawler, which is displayed down here. It's gonna run after shit. This thing is really tricky to use though, so I tend to stay away from it. Blade drone. This is fantastic. It's a launchable predator missile, as displayed here. So that gives you an idea there. Escort drone. This is a little drone that's going to follow you around the battlefield that has a gun, and it's going to do damage. So, yeah. The Firefly, this thing, again, it's so weird to use. It's so weird to use. but it's a useful tool for those who know how to use it. Striker drone. Um, this is this is an airstrike. It's pretty simple. You pick where you want it to go, and it comes in, cluster bombs, and kills. Hellbird, chopper gunner. This thing is just straight up a chopper gunner, and it hurts. If you ever want to change the tide of a battle, this is the way to do it. This thing absolutely just shreds, and it does some minor splash damage as well. So just keep that in mind. Metal Reaper. Yeah, I don't really have to get into this, do I? Um, and before you think that the Metal Reaper, the Hellbird, is gonna last until either shot down or the Hellbird's gonna last a very long time and the Metal Reaper needs to be shot before it goes away. No. All of the major kill streaks are on a 30-second timer. And it's the same thing with the Blade Drone. I believe that is a 15 to 20-second timer that you have to hit your target at. So that's sort of that that stuff out of the way. That's the offensive drone taken care of. Now the one that I use. Um, for this, let me just change this up really quick so I can get my class back set up. This is what I run. UAV and a jammer and the laws. I'll go over what all of these do. Recon, straightforward. You know what a UAV recon is. Everybody knows what a UAV is. UAV jammer, again, everybody knows what the UAV jammer does. Very straightforward stuff there. Um, the the laws over here. This thing is incredibly useful. Yeah. It will shoot down UAVs, counter UAVs. It'll shoot down any flyable. It'll even take out this and that. It'll take these out. And before people think that this is an orbital cannon, no, this can also be shot down as well. It comes down to around the same height that that the Hellbird will be flying at. So, Stalker drone. It's a little throwable radar vehicle, and it's kind of pretty cool. It will end up following one of your enemies around, which is absolutely hilarious until they shoot it, and by that time you already have the jump on them. Spy drone is your little personal UAV. It will follow you around and will locate enemies that are within your vicinity. Jammer drone, again, straightforward. It's a little personal counter UAV. The observer drone, this thing is a pain to deal with. It will fly around the battlefield. It'll mark an enemy, and once you're marked, you are marked, as you can see here, with a giant fucking square diamond on you at all times for the entirety of the enemy team or your team to see. And it's hilarious. And it's also a pain in the ass to deal with. They can be shot down, but they're not easy to shoot. Storm shield. This thing, again, it's just an extra barricade that you can sit behind. It can also be walked through, so it's not like a it's not like a force field, but it will catch bullets in this, and people will be able to walk through it, and the enemy team will be able to walk through it, but it will stop bullets. It's an extra bit of cover that you can use. Very useful for your team to take advantage of, and definitely a plus. Organ system. This will blind enemies that are in its line of sight. It will blind multiple enemies at once. Um, as you can see here, this guy's gonna be running up. There's the Gorgon. The Gorgon sees it, and now you're blinded from that location. Uh, Hydra. Again, this is very straightforward. Turret gets placed. Person runs in front of turret. Person dies. Um, and I already went over what the Zeus does. So there's your drones out of the way. Um, that's pretty much all of that out of the way. You can have up to 5 weapon slots. You start off with 3, and you can buy the other 2 slots. Um, I think that's pretty much it for all the equipment out of the way. Um, this collection is sort of a way to go over again how to unlock all of the special weapons and attachments in the game. You'll need certain um, guns to get them, like the cartoon TAR 28. That's going to cost you 250 chip. And basically, what chips are is a semi-premium currency, and the reason why I say premium currency or semi-premium currency is because the AP is the full-on premium currency that you would be able to pay for. The AP can then be converted into chips, and chips can be turned into gold. So that's how that all works. So you buy AP and you go to the store. Some things can be straight up purchased for AP, as you can see here. Um, and you come in here. Here's the things you can buy. Chips you can convert to, and then you can also reset your stats, change your call sign, which is your name in game, change the logo of your clan, change the name of your clan, and you can buy some boosters down here, which is incredibly useful to have. Especially the credit one, because the credit one that's the one you really want to be working for. Level really doesn't mean anything in this game. Um, it's not gonna cause you to not be able to buy or use a gun or a kill streak or whatever it may be. You really want to focus on your credits, because this is your main thing here. This is how you're gonna be able to buy or not to buy, alternatively, some of the guns in the game. Um, so you always want to be focusing on that. I don't really have a shortage right now. I'm sitting quite comfortably. All I got to worry about now is repairing my guns. But some of the people that are going to be coming into this game, I believe the game automatically gives you 30,000 credits at the start of your existence in this game to buy whatever gun you want. If it was me, if I can go back to when I started this game, it would be either the M4, the Vector, or the MP7. Those guns are absolutely lethal in this game. Another gun that's pretty good is the AR-57, but if you use that, people will hate you. Um, so that's pretty much that out of the way. Here's your storage. So say you complete one of these dailies. The prize pool form will be in here for you to collect. All your client information is going to be here if you ever get one. All of your account information is going to be here. Your best weapon records, whatever gun you've played with the most, and time played, and your most kills of a weapon, your most used drones, and most kills of the drone, that kind of stuff. Um, Achievements. They're all going to be listed here for weapon records, map, pretty much everything you can think of. And you can claim them for rewards, that kind of stuff. Um, this is kind of cool. I like this. So this shows your average kill death in every game mode. So TDM, frontline, search, secure, resource takeover. Then you come over here and it shows all of the maps and just gives you an idea of what map you're best on. Apparently for me it's Biolab, but I like Island personally. Um, there is a ranked game mode in this game, and then over here is all of your options that you can mess around with and all that good stuff. Your friends list is down here in the messenger. You can scroll through all of them, um, invite them here, remove them, view info, which you can go into their stats and just have fun with. Um, any boosters that you have up are going to show up here, and then every day that you sign in, these are all your rewards for each day. Um, you can just randomly select between the two characters just to see the different uniform styles, whatever. Um, doesn't really do anything. It's not gonna pick what team you're on. It's just there to see what your character looks like between the two different factions. Between NAF and Eden. Um, Now we go into here. There's little co-op missions down here that you can go through just to get you used to the game, which I recommend for new players. And then you can come in here, go to settings. You can pick what game modes you want. So say you don't want to play frontline, say you don't want to play secure point, you don't want to do that or that. You just want to play TDM, or you just want to play search and destroy, or you just want to play secure point, or you just want to play resource takeover. Either way, you have to have one mode selected, obviously. I like TDM and Search and Destroy, but all of my friends kind of prefer just to play Team Deathmatch, which I'm fine with. It's the more prevalent game mode in this game anyways. It's the game mode that you're going to be finding the most players on. As with Call of Duty, same deal, Team Deathmatch. Kind of ruled the world, but personally, I always played Search and Destroy and Domination when I played Call of Duty. I just like objective-based game modes. It just kind of brings the whole shooter aspect. Makes you feel like you're working towards something. Um, but I'll go over the different game modes. Team Deathmatch. Everybody knows what Team Deathmatch is. Search and Destroy. You have one life per round. One team either has to plant the bomb or defend the objectives from the other team from planting. And there's an A site and a B site. Pretty straightforward. Secure point. There is one point that will randomly generate in the map, and each team has to go in and fight over that objective. And the first team that gets the score limit obviously will win. Resource takeover. This is the game mode where all of the EMPs are going to be useful. There's a whole bunch of bot sentinels that are, no, they're bots. They're little mini mechs in a sense that will spawn in a location, and when you kill them, you have to go and collect the resources that they drop. In the first team to, I believe it's either 70 or it's 80, will win the game. And there's a phase, a B phase, a C phase, and then a Metal Reaper will spawn, and then the cycle starts over again and over and over and over until either the time limit is reached or a team reaches the score limit. It's a fun game mode, and I have a winning record in Resource Takeover. I have fun with the game mode. My friends don't like it for whatever reason, but again, objective-based game mode. Somebody doesn't like it. Frontline is a very interesting and a very cool game mode at the same time. I personally wish it had more maps to it. It only has one. But there are 2 points. One team is defending, and one must attack and gain access to both points. And the first team that either defends those points or takes them over, they become victorious. They're the winners. That's all the game modes out of the way. Here's your ranked. There's a special mode. You get sniper or melee only. Sniper match, straightforward. You only have snipers in certain kill streaks. Melees, same thing. You only have melee weapons in certain kill streaks. These are fun to derp around in a custom match. And the way to get to custom match is you obviously just go there, and you can create one, and just select any map you want, whatever game mode you want, melee, sniper, um, downtown. There you go, frontline. Um, say you want 20 people, and whatever you want to do there. So there's that. That's pretty much all of the simple stuff out of the way. Yeah, I mean that's the main menu out of the way. It's a long drawn out explanation of it, but I try to skim over the simple stuff just because going over everything in extreme detail will get a little bit repetitive. Obviously, this down here, this is a global chat. There's a chat between your party, your clan. There's a whisper system. So, say you just want to message somebody here, just go to whisper. It'll do /W and somebody in your friends list. You select the name of somebody from your friends list, and then space, and then just start typing. And for example, I'll just do a random name. We'll do King Kong. Hi, and then you'd press enter and send it. That's the whisper system. And this is just sort of like post-battle shit. Don't really worry about it too much. But in the comment chat, you'll find a lot of cool people. Obviously, more trolls as well, as with any online experience. They're out there. They exist. But that's just the way to communicate with some people. Say, this guy obviously wants to queue up with somebody. You'll just find generally, good people down there. They'll discuss what weapons are good, what weapons kind of have more recoil than others. But for the most part, all the weapons in the game are very, very balanced. And there's no gun that I would say has a major advantage over the other, unless it's called the AR-57. But we don't really get into that. We don't talk about that thing. But let's get into a match. This is gonna be a live match, but just to give you an idea, of what the game is like. So you can vote for what map you want. Personally, out of these, normally I'd pick Dam, but everybody's wanting to go airport, so screw it. I'm not gonna change the vote in 10 seconds. This just gives you an idea of loading times as well. We're in. Select your class. I'm gonna run the MP7. Very fun gun to run for sure. I'm gonna run this way. Whoa. Yeah. Thought I'd fake him out by running him in there, but it was wise to my tricks. This game will also reward you very well for getting multiple kills in a row. It'll show you triple kill on your screen. If you get a quad kill, it'll show up as a notification for all players in the game. with a little icon on the top. If you get a penta kill, again, it will show up as a notification up in the top. But penta is the highest rewarded kill that you can get. There's a double. And the final kill system is based off of play of the game. So the person that has the best play will show up in the highlight at the end of the game. Score limit for team deathmatch goes up to 100. Oh. Oh, they're in such weird locations. I played that gunfight wrong. Should have been a little more accurate, but that's on me. There we go. Thank you, teammate. I was reloading. There you go, there's your triple kill. As you see, it popped up as a little notification on my screen, but that triple kill notification does not show up to anybody else unless you get a quad. Then it's gonna pop up on the screen for everyone. This guy's AFK, whatever, free kill for me. He's using the jackhammer. If my laws was still up, that blade drone would not be here. I want nothing to do with that. And that's why. This is one of the bigger maps. So the fast-paced aspect is kind of nullified here, but kind of gives you an idea. And that yellow glow that you see on players when they're in their spawn for a little bit, that's a spawn protection. So people don't get instantly spawn killed when they spawn in. I want to chain something together for you guys to see. But I just can't string anything. There's the flash grenade. I potatoed that so hard. I think the other thing that's nice about this game is the deaths that you have do not show up to your team or the enemy team. So people can't like shame you or anything for having less kill than another player, or like, you know, less kills and more deaths, or, you know, whatever it may be. Oh, he's behind me. See that guy got a quad on the enemy team? Behind me too. God damn, these guys are everywhere. This is a close game. I think they might pull this off though. Yeah, they're definitely, yep, there we go. So that sort of gives you an idea of the game. Yeah, 31 kills, goddamn. And this here, you're gonna see his quad. There you go. There you go, got a quad. And that was your play of the game. Here's your winners. Yes, they emote. They have fun, you know. If you have a whole party full of people and you have the same emote and you time it, things can get pretty funny real quick. However, lads, it is freaking hot in this room. And I'm gonna crank my fan on high and kick back and relax and play some more of this game. But for right now, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. 100% check this game out. I will put a link to it down in the description. But till next time, take care. See you next time.